Hey, hello guys. This is going to be a collection video. I've not done one for a wee while, and this is going to be my SNES collection. One of my first, well, it was my first video. I mean, I have two videos previous, but that was just for After Effects. But my first gaming video was the unboxing of my Super Nintendo, which was the Starwing edition. So that was nearly, I think it was about 2 years ago now. So up until then, I'd never had a SNES, and these are the games that I've accumulated over the last 2 years. I mean, I'm not a big collector of the SNES. You know, I don't constantly go and check and get games and that. If I come across games cheap, I'll buy them. Right, so let's go through my box ones first. I've got a few box ones, not a lot, but I've got a few. So let's go through this one first here, which is the Prince of Persia, which I've showed you in a video, and that was given me by a YouTuber, Ash and Clone. This is minted, as they would say, complete manual and everything inside it. This is Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Again, this is a minted version of the game. It's got the everything inside it. You know, it's got the cardboard sleeve holder. That's what I'm looking for. Inside it with the manual. Obviously the game. Madden 95. So I think Madden 95. I was a big Madden fan back in these days. I mean, I had a Mega Drive, but and I had the Madden games for that. So I think I picked this up from eBay for £2 or £3, and it's minted again. The box is just minted, and again that's complete with the manual and the holder inside it. And we've got another one that's complete, which is Sensible Soccer, and this is in decent condition as well. I mean, there's a few creases, but I mean overall the shape of it has kept its shape. Again, that is complete. Right, these ones aren't complete, and these are the ones, if you watched my video way back 2 years ago, these are the ones I got with the console. So we've got PG Tour Golf. The box is alright, but and actually, it came in a holder, and it does actually come with a holder, but there's no manual with it. But I've got the holder in the game, and it's actually got wee stickers on here for £20. But it's got a Boost sticker, Boost 7 games, £44.99, and it's got another sticker on here for £20. This one's just got the game inside there, and it's NBA Live 95. And again, I used to play the NBA games. And it wasn't the 95, it was the previous one. I think it was like Bulls v Lakers. It used to be named after the two finalists. And the last box game I've got here, and it's not complete. It's got the manual and gaming it in it. And it's International Superstar Soccer Deluxe. I don't know if that makes a difference, but it's deluxe version. Obviously this is the start of the ISS series, which would do on to be the best football ever, and now it's FIFA. So these are my box games. I'm going to go through my loose cartridges. Now these ones here are American ones. I've given these to my father-in-law a year ago maybe. I've not got a converter here. I was always meaning to go in and get myself a converter, and eventually I end up buying myself an American SNES if I get one cheap enough or whatever. But or one of those third-party ones that can play all different ones. I've seen them on YouTube. I think Mark Verheer buys them, and you know the ones I'm talking about. So let's go through. So we've got Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2. And this is Final Fight 2. Illusion of Gaia. King of the Monsters. And the last one is Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. So that's my American ones. And then I've got 3 my loose ones, which is just the normal PAL version. So we've got Super Soccer. We've got George Foreman's Knockout. Now you can see I'm not really making any comments of these games. I've not really played them. The ones I have commented, you know, I've played this. This one I loved. It was one of my favourite games on the Mega Drive, and it's NHLP Hockey 93. One of my favourite games of all time. It would be in my top 10 easily. But like I said, I played the Mega Drive version, and I went through. At the time when I played it, it wasn't a whole season. It was just the playoffs. You could go through, and so I would do the best of 7, and I'd have substitutions. I'd change my lines, and then, you know, to have big tournaments with me and my friends. In fact, we would all have the fews would come up and have big tournaments. Used to play it for hours and hours. Super Star Wars, a great game that I remember having a shot of when it was out, and I remember loving it. So it's one of the first games I picked up when I got my Super Nintendo. I have got another one here, so I may as well try and get it. So I've only got the 2. I've not got the 3. Here we go, and it's Super Empire Strikes Back. So obviously I need to Return of Jedi. And I remember saying when I picked these up 2 years ago that I was going to get the 3rd one. I've never ever went and got it yet. I should really go on eBay and have a look and see what they kind of go for average price, and then try and get it just to complete the collection. I mean, they're loose, that's okay though. I mean, I'm no after a boxed versions. Street Fighter 2. No, I'm not a big Street Fighter 2 fan, and I get all confused with all the different variations, because obviously when I mentioned one before, American one, and what's the difference for that? That's Super Street Fighter 2, whereas that's just Street Fighter 2. I don't know what the difference is. And now you get Hyper Street Fighter 2 and Looney Tunes Roadrunner. Played that one. Blazing Skies. Donkey Kong Country. Brilliant. I remember picking this up really, really cheap, and I remember being really, really happy about picking this up because it still goes for quite a wee bit of money. Brilliant game. The graphics in this are amazing. I mean, especially for the time. And even now when you put it on, it's still good. Hard. I mean, I was stuck and I got frustrated and ended up playing it again. And I believe that the Wii version's similar, so I've heard that it can get frustrating. That's the only one I've got. I mean, I'd like to get the other ones 2 and 3, and I should really get on, because I've not actually bought any SNES games for about a year and a half. Starwing. Obviously this came with I've got the Starwing version, and that's good obviously because that's obviously got the FX chip in it. Super International Cricket. F-Zero. I was going to say F-Zero X, but no, that's the... I remember picking this up because I was a huge fan of the Nintendo 64s. So it's the F-Zero X, FX-Zero, and I've always wanted to play like the original version, so I remember buying this, and it's excellent. Mr. Nuts. Jungle Strike, the sequel to Desert Strike, as it says on the label there. Which I remember playing. Obviously Desert Strike was one of those games that you, one of those must-play games on the Mega Drive, and it was excellent. So, and I remember I've played these, and they're good. It takes you back to, because you've got the isometric view, and you've got to keep constantly looking at your map for fuel and all this kind of stuff, and going back and make sure you pick up fuel and weapons. And I've got another one here which is Urban Strike, and that's a sequel to Jungle Strike. And I've got a few other ones, I think in the PlayStation 1 in that. I'll have to get them out and see exactly what I've got. Dino Denny's Soccer. Let me put this in, I don't know how good that is. I mean, I'm a big football fan, I don't know about that. Metal Marines. No, I think when I picked this up I had got given to my father-in-law. I'm sure it's one of those unusual type games, strategy type games. Super Tennis, which is actually bogging. I can see all the dirt in here, so I really need to clean it out. I've got magic eraser stuff up there. I'm going to use that again for you. And well, this label's peeling off. Remember, I think it's super swat. I think it's super swat. I remember looking for it when I picked it up. The last one here is The Lion King. So there's my wee collection of SNES games. It's a decent collection. I mean, that's me got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 32 games actually I've got, I didn't realise I had that much. And like I said, I've got a few boxed, but the majority of them are loose. And I've not added to the collection probably in the last year and a half, or the last year anyway. And there's a few that I would still like to get. In fact, I have got a few. Be right back in 2 seconds. Okay, sorry about that wee jump there. Tell you what it was, when I was looking at the games that I've still kind of wanted to buy, I was obviously thinking Mario Kart, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, I've got the Mario games. Where are they? And I remember clearing out, I remember putting them in the bag, and I'm not putting them back upstairs yet. So here we've got some actually more games. Because here we go, we've got Mario All Stars. Brilliant, which has got obviously the Mario 1, 2 and 3. And here we go with another Street Fighter one, which I've said I actually don't know the difference. And this is Street Fighter 2 Turbo. So there's 3 different versions of Street Fighter 2 I've got. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and then the Super Street Fighter 2. Turbo, does that mean it's faster? Why? Why would it be faster? Super Mario World. Brilliant game. Graphics in that are superb. And Lemmings. And I've got 2 NES games. I thought I'd just put in here. I've got the SNES games. I've only got 2 NES games. I picked up an NES last year at a car boot sale, £10. I think it was, I can't remember, it was Entertainment One with a gun. And get my Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. I wasn't in it though, but everything else was in it, so I went and bought Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt. And I've got Nintendo World Cup. That's the only 2 NES games I've got. I'm not a big NES fan, you know what I mean, but I wanted it in my collection. So there we go, there's the final collection this time. There is still a few I need to get. I want to get Return of the Jedi, Mario Kart. I mean, I've got Mario Kart on my Wii Virtual Console, and but you know, it's a decent collection. So thanks again for watching, and we'll finish up with some clips of my favourite games in my collection. Alright, catch you next time, cheers.